Trial resume. I am Madam, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group leader Byakuya got killed, and his killer is among this group of students. No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe, because I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to sing regularly. Well, now what? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definite proof that I'm the killer. Shut up! We'll be the judge of that. You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right? That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito had been cleared of suspicion. But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer. But wait, there's more! Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right? Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean. Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before, not even my own mother. Yeah, I'm not talking about your looks. He's talking about, why does Makan think Nagito's so clean? Because he doesn't have any blood on him. If he fucking stabbed Byakuya under that table in a scuffle, he would have blood on him. Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him? Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there are a lot of blood splatters everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth. If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood. I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird, heh? You just used something to block the blood, didn't you? Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess I did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime? Yes, there's only one thing you could have used to block the blood splatter. Was the cloth, right? But that was found in the fucking storage room tablecloth. But that was found in the storage room. There's no way he could have made his way through the dark. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right? If there's a bloodstain on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter. But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder? You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him? That's true. That tablecloth was pretty big, so even if you tried to hide it and take it with you, wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, and getting a knife in the blackout and stabbing someone, that's just not possible for someone like me. Wouldn't it be impossible? It wouldn't be possible. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too? Then what does it mean? It means he's not the killer. Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table. Huh? No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under the table. Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right? I don't understand at all. The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different? Huh, Hajime, you look like you're onto something. Really? But that sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what it is. Under the table, but not under the table. If that's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer, I think. In scenes, you've been figuring important words, improve okay, yeah, okay. Now, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I fucking hate this Hangman's Gambit. I absolutely, without a doubt, hate it. Oh my god, you'll see why. I might leave, like, the first one in, or just, like, a later one on in, like, one of the later trials, because it's ridiculous. It gets so hectic at certain points. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as clues, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. But Hangman's Gambit. So basically now, instead of just breaking the letters, you actually have to, like, take them and fire them. You have to, like, combine them. And then you press triangle or whatever the button, and then, yeah. So, yeah. Now, right now, it doesn't look crazy because obviously it's the first one and it's easy. But let me tell you, in the fucking later trials, this shit, they literally... Oh, I clicked triangle there. They literally come from every direction, and it's insane. And it's, like, jumbled letters that makes no sense, that they need to be there. Oh my god, I can't tell you. I almost died, like, playing one of them. He was stabbed underneath the floorboards. I got it. The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards. Under the floorboards? The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under that table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death. If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards, but from where and how? I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know. That's right, if I remember correctly, one person here who should know how they got under the floorboards. And remember where we saw him? Now he has his earring! He managed to get under the floorboards somehow. Hey Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right? Are you referring to the Hellhound earring? About that earring. I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring? About the Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right? Oh, there it is! I have found it! Truly, that is the Hellhound earring! Fwahahaha! It seems God exists for my benefit! I see. Good for you. Dots. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through the opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach it either. Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said, the Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me. Is it safe to say that the earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing that earring during the investigation. And if he had it on him by the time the class trial began, he found his way through the floorboards. Then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation. So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards. It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Divas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder. What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him. Oh, man up and speak more clearly. Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. There was a trap door. One of my 4 Dark Divas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk Jump, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution into wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of a lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Fwahaha! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power! There he goes again, babbling about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know. Anyways, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room. Then, that has to be how the killer did it. And if we look back at the floor plan, who's someone who could have accessed the storage room? The one person not in the dining hall, and the one person not taking a shit. If the space beneath the floorboard is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall. I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there. The killer lurked beneath the floorboards during the party from there. Stab, stab, stab. Are you sure? I don't like stab, stab, stab. Should it sound more flashy like splat, splat, spank, stab? I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that? Then, whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. That must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards. Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can witness, right? Yes, this Monami over here is your witness. I believe there's no need to discuss the matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom. I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes. Does that story really convince you, boys? The only person who wasn't at the party, judging from the photo I took before the blackout, it obviously has to be him. Oh, we're gonna discuss Fuyuhiku? No, I was thinking of someone else. It's decided! What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer. Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it? Don't mess with me. I'll fucking kill you. See? You're making threats again. Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting. Good news. You're now allowed to use a silencer. You can, okay, now I can actually kill the white noise. Okay, well, I was thinking of someone else, not Fuyuhiku, because any person with brains would realize it wasn't him. During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach. They could have stared at their panties all day without going into the storage room in the dark. Is that true, Fuyuhiku? Don't act like I'm the fucking killer. But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. You have no alibi. He does. Chiaki saw him. He wanted to get into the party, but he was like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna leave and masturbate. No, Fuyuhiku definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki? Oh, you're right. Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiku? Oh, hey, what are you doing here, all alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you. I saw Fuyuhiku after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then. You should have said that earlier, dumbass. It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place? Shut up. Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from the outside, and he came in to spy. Would you say, motherfucker? Oh, no. Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy. Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I had already confirmed that. Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party. During the party, it was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed. But walking down the hall, that dark hallway to the storage room, is like trying to make eggs Benedict without any eggs. You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer. But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more. It was super dark, you know. There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room. But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again, it appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless, which is superior? I think it's time to settle this. The hallway was like really dark during the blackout. Moving to the dark storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish. Is that really possible? Or really not possible? What if they used a string like the cord? Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles. What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. Maybe they use a light. Soria Sansera! I know, the killer had a light with them. Oh, I was right. But where could they have found a light? There was one nearby for sure. See, it's written on the kitchen equipment list. A portable stove. 20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There's also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot spots. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. The kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problem using it. It's a portable stove. Portable stove? The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout. I see. I never considered the portable stove, but there's a hole in your argument. Huh? A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me. Much more details. I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's not really a perverted joke. I'm serious. Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious. Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? I feel like this is like some sort of like Pokemon battle like thing. Will you be able to break through my argument? What does he mean battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against him. Okie dokie. Said it was too dark to see the office. There would have been a light, contradiction testimony, or intentionally doubting his testimony. Success! I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? Hang on, I think I shot the wrong one. It was because the hallway was dark, right? I don't need that. Oh shit, was I not supposed to? Kazuichi would have seen it. Soichi Gando, the fire door! And guess who was in the kitchen who could have closed it? Nagito, did you forget or did you just pretending you forgot? Huh? What are you talking about? There should have been a wall that blocked the light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you closed it, it would be perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds the corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light wouldn't still peek out. I see. To actually notice the fire door, just as expected of an ultimate. Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you? Who cares about that right now? Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy. You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How do you shut your... How about you shut your fucking mouth? How about I shut your fucking mouth for you? Hey, it's okay you guys fight, but I won't allow a brulee brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blacken already? Time runs out when I get bored. Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right? Pass the torch? We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves. You're obviously the killer, right? If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is. So, you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I don't really want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as a cover-up and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as the mark. So the killer, the only killer I can think of, you and only you. I'm sorry, brother, but your accent's not gonna save you this time. You're the only possible suspect. You snuck down there and stabbed him with a skewer. Teru, could it be you? Huh? What? What are you talking about? Teru's the killer? Is that true? What are you talking about? There's no way. Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like a killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel, too cruel. Teru, that attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset, call me chef. If you fall to aspirations like that, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts? The future of the culinary arts? That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square. You're right. Yeah, that's totally right. So what's this aspersion anyway? Is it yummy? Did you know about asbestos? Did you know that asbestos is yummy too? You should try it sometime later. Nagito, why are you interfering? Let's assume the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask the light, and that they moved to the storage room and stuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not going to say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if you noticed. That's right. What did you think about that? There's no way you can answer me, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards. If that's the case, then Gundam should know he actually went under the floorboards. No, unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness near Byakuya's blood. Where Byakuya's blood was dripping. What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important. If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move in the dark, right? And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use the mark to target the victim. The victim was targeted by a mark. What was that mark? I wonder what that mark was. Wait, is it the... Yeah, it was, because it was... Yeah, because there's no... They waited for the knife to be taken. The mark was the paint. If they saw the paint move, they could stab it. The mark you're talking about was the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right? Oh, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab, even in the dark. I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved. That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife. So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife. But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean that the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along? Well, Teru, seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all. Then can I ask you a question instead? You again? Stop already. Now, we should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak. If Teru is the killer, what that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout? What? Don't step on my feet! What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow! Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know? You guys, where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen? You heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Doesn't that prove Teru wasn't in the dining hall? Was in the dining hall during the blackout? That's right. That's exactly it. But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So why was he in the dining hall? I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall towards everyone's voices. I find that very hard to I find that a very unconvincing statement. Well, that's not that far to move. It's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall. That sounds fishy. Well, if I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So if you want, you should try licking me. Rawr. Rawr Rex D. No way, you look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor. That's right, Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room, which means he's not the killer. What if he shouted through the floorboards? No, that's not it. What? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you. You should be proud of yourself, Hijame. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Wow, Hijame, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Did we really hear him from the dining hall? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout? There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different. Sounds pretty fishy. Sounds sus to me. I definitely heard Teru's voice. His handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was a recording or something. Oh shit. Nope, it was definitely a live voice. Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact is, I was in the dining hall. Soichigano, you screamed through the floorboards. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was all full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices from the dining hall. Dots. I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teru? Hold on a second. Can you explain this, Teru? I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What the hell are you even saying anymore? I'm telling you guys, I was in that dear dining hall during the blackout. Where is this? Where are you from again? Oh, I was born in West Abzu and raised in South Aoyama. Hey, you guys! This guy's like a major liar. If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, we should have been there after the power return, right? I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway. Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time? No, he wasn't. I sure was. I was there the whole damn time. Something like that should have been decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake. Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories. His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying. However, I am not sure. I believe he was there, and I believe that he was not there. There's no way we can decide. Why don't we consult his memories? His memories? What you saying, D? Don't go saying things that don't make no sense. Can you prove that I was in that dining hall? I probably can. You again? Whether or not Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw him that question. Did he see her in that embarrassing pose? If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Makan was positioned at that time, right? What? No, don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing. No, this is a very important question. Well, Teruteru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that. It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget it so easily. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly. How about it? Can you answer, Teruteru? That's weird. It just slipped from my mind. There's no way it'd slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you. Even so. Nikito, say something! I guess you might have to give up now. Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up? Teruteru, I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. Kind of feels like a broken dream. Nikito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Oh, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this with your own, on your own like I really am the killer. Huh? But it's already decided, right? The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, jerk. It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet. You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel. Who the F you calling the killer with the weapon? Come on, Monomi. Even with his whimpering translate. He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon? The weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right? Judging from Byakuyo's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. Also, if they stabbed it from under the floorboards, the weapon would have needed to be at least 50 centimeters in length. After all that, who cares about the weapon? Not good enough at all. He said not good enough at all. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was. What to do? He said try to do it. He said try to do it. What a confusing accent. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. The thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What's that? The one item that was missing from the equipment list, and he played it off like it was been missing the whole time. It was the iron skewer that went missing, and he played it off like it was missing the whole time. That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer. Huh? The iron skewer? Before the party, as Byakuyo was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teruteru. I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Huh? That's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start. So that missing iron skewer is the weapon? An iron skewer would match up to the wounds perfectly. Hey, Teruteru, where'd you hide the iron skewer? Wait, Avril Lavigne! Huh? Did he just really say that? He's just saying some random, he's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped us somewhere on the island, didn't you? The school trip has no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop. Island sirens just for littering? Also, I was on guard duty, so I never once saw Teruteru leave the old building. Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building. It's probably in the kitchen again, right? Teruteru, just man up and be straight with us. Ho 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 ho! Finally, we are nearing the end. Your opponent is now soul shields, and we're probably going into panic talk action. Oh fuck! He said, "Oh, what the hell are you even saying? You stupid country hick!" I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves. The iron skewer and the weapon. The iron skewer is the weapon. Then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started, which means was the weapon always was already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would it be? Where did he hide the long weapon like an iron skewer? Where could it have been? Think carefully. I'm not hiding anything. He said, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything. I must reveal to Terutoru that the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Panic talk action. It was me on the bone. That's where you hit it. We didn't check the meats. Arby's, we have the meats. Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that. That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food. Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it. It seems there is no dangerous items, like that skewer in the churrasco earlier, inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Oh, that appears to be the case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what he would do if the fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items. But in the fact, the only place you could have hidden a weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as the iron skewer is the meat on the bone. What now? I'm using my right to remain silent. There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now. So if we eat that tasty looking piece of meat, we find the iron skewer inside, bullseye. Alright, Monokuma or Monami, what if you hurry up and bring that piece of meat over? 1 minute, just give me 1 minute and I'll eat the whole thing. Oh, hold on a sec, time out, time out. What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over, brother. About that. Huh? Where'd he go? I'm right here. Already scarfing it down. I'm already eating it. Gah! The bear that eats meat? Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal. Nom nom nom. What is this? So yummy. Damn it, that's my meat. I've never eaten anything like this in my entire life. Taste brings me back to the days in the wild. This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad. My, there's something inside the meat. Look what came out. Is that an iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made out of a bone. Pretty clever. The sword of destruction encased in the bone that sheathed the meat. It brought catastrophe onto Byakuya. As expected of Terutoru, such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef. You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who'd kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you can blame this on me. Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope? Hey, Nikito, I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet? Damn, Chiaki. Holy shit. Can you stomp on me with that a little bit? Holy shit. Oh, save some for me, girl. Woo! Woo! I like how she was so sweet about it, too. That's what I like. I want her to, like, talk dirty like that to me, but, like, in her sweet, like, personality way. Y'all got nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks. He said, y'all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks. You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I could tell what he's trying to say. Never should have wasted my cooking on you ingrates. Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first, I guess we need to settle this once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end to make everything clear. Go over the entire incident. And then we can prove Terutoru's crime. That's right. If we do that, then we can't end this no matter how much time passes. So, we need to do it. Finally, for the closing argument that you all love so much. The same scene as the office room and the dining hall. Oh shit, let's just get right into it. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about the murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us was assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office building and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped and the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on the night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he can get under the table. That's right, everything up till that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of all the blackout, was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew the blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used as in the churrasco dish. The killer had hid it inside the meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, the tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held the light source. But thanks to the glowing mark that they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboards stabbed straight up through with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Terror Hanamaru? Complete! That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong? This is a mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never. It seems this is the end. Also, just block out that action difficulty. We're gonna address over that. All right. I'm a cool kid. All right. Yeah, looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops, I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that the side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along with the nerve-wracking voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't, I'm gonna eat you up like the meat earlier. Oh, why did this happen? Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Ooh, boo, boo, this heart-pounding excitement. Sorry, Teru. Looks like your murder plot was a dish best served cold. Yeah! Correct! That's right, this time the blacking responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura! Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a pounce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him? It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it's just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? Nagito was good, because he set up the whole murder thing. Nagito was gonna actually kill someone, and Teru probably figured that out, so he was planning on stabbing whoever was gonna go for the knife. He didn't plan on it being Byakuya. I spent all morning in that old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing, and I saw him place the irons he brought from the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him. When that happened, he... Oh, I've been caught. Been caught? What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Oh, you just up and said it. Okay, wow. Huh? Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless if you try and stop me. If you stop me, it doesn't matter. I'll never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing. What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think. But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start. What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the ultimates, and I admire them for being the symbols of hope. That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair that may face them. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair. What are you saying? I don't understand at all. See, isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness. In order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make all your hopes shine. It's as simple as that. That's why I yearn for the power of hope that can overcome any kind of despair. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me. You're actually serious? So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright if this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I could be called the ultimate fanfic, or the ultimate fanfic. There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all. You see, if you have a favorite boxer, you don't want him to fight against a strong opponent and win? You better not compare us to that. Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that the trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can evaluate their status to an even higher, or elevate their status to an even higher level. It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial. There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights. Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off. I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? I'm not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess I took it to the same level in your eyes. So, no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teruteru discovered your plan? Or perhaps that was intentional too? Huh? Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery were more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teruteru? You expected to pique Teruteru's curiosity, and you look forward to a mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning. That was your doing as well? I just casually mentioned, oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. That dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know? But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take the knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer in there. But why is Byakuya the one that died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagito... No, I don't think that's it. Huh? Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito. What did you say? Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become the victim. I will guide you all, that much I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito. So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet, I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair. Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail? Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding. But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru. Why? Why? Well, because Teruteru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teruteru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right? But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island. Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teruteru? In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teruteru. But You should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain. You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful. Sacrifice? Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you. Hey, is it really okay to just leave this crazy bastard all alone like this? Is it better if we just fucking kill him off? Yeah, kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru. Oh, boop, boop, boop. So don't forget, right? Because I already told you at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them. Hold on. That was how I should put it. An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still murder. If you kill someone, that's murder. But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation? I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Hey, save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so... To be honest, after learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right? You're wrong, There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just to be honest, at least in the end. Teru? If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru. I just wanted to go home. I need to go back home no matter what! Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home. Aww. Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening Ioma and Azuba location. Oh my, you're still talking about that? I'm serious. The academy guarantees success for graduates, right? So I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay? Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best and keep Hanamura Dinner from going out of business until then. Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone? I'll be fine. Mom's strong. I won't lose to some illness. I know that already. I know that already. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Dinner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me. That's why I need to go home! Teru! But if I were told our memories were stolen and that several years have passed since our first day, then what happened to Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said. You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why? I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie. That's why I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home to confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anyone else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it! If only I knew how you felt, something like this would have never happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's why I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone, and I left him alone. That's why. So, you wanted the first kill! I'm sorry, you guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. and I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see. I think I'm the one who went crazy. Teru. I see. Interesting. But as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is so boring. What? So, it seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow. Let's hurry up and begin the punishment. No, you can't. Jeez, get out of my way. Yeah. There, now that annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least I prepared a special punishment for Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook. Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I... Please tell me at least what happened to Hanamura Diner, to Mama. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! Lies, I won't believe this. I won't believe it. Mama! Didn't mean to make you cry. Game over. Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Deep fried Teru. Oh! Yikes! That's one crispy boy. Alrighty then, my weeaboos. That is gonna conclude Trial 1. Hope you all enjoyed that one. And I hope to see y'all in the start of Chapter 2, baby. New islands coming out. Hell yeah. New places to be. New mysteries to solve. Look forward to it, baby.